Time now for the morning rush. Just in, police are on the scene of an early morning shooting near 6th Street and I-40. They say that the eastbound I-40 frontage road is closed at 7th Street while officers investigate.
That's right. 6th Street also closed from McKnight to the I-40 westbound frontage road. Officers say the woman was taken to Unum Hospital, last listed as critical. No word yet on a suspect in this case.
On to other breaking news from overnight. We were waiting to hear more about an apartment fire near Eubank and Montgomery this morning. This video right here sent in to us was taken by an eyewitness, and it shows the apartments up in flames and fire crews hitting flames from above.
The fire was reported just after 2 this morning at the Sierra Meadows apartment complex. At least 5 people recovering from injuries this morning. Kristen.
Our next weather maker moves in tonight, so those showers start across western New Mexico late this afternoon into this evening, pushing a little further into the state by tomorrow morning. Could see some spot showers around the Albuquerque metro, and then we really get going with the storm action as we hit Wednesday afternoon and evening. That will be high mountain snow, low elevation rain, and isolated thunderstorms. David?
Also coming from overnight, city councilors passed an amended version of an ordinance limiting single-use plastics here in Albuquerque. Now, the ordinance passed with a 5-3 vote, banning businesses from giving customers single-use plastic bags. Now, the original would have banned businesses from using to-go containers and straws. This will all go into effect January 1st. A man is dead this morning after a shooting at Los Altos Skate Park in the Heights. APD says the shooting happened yesterday evening near Eubank and Lomas. Now, officers say one man died on scene. They took another person into custody for questioning. There's no word on any arrests. Kristen.
Metro Threat Index out of 4 for today. It's going to be the transition day ahead of that storm system here in Albuquerque. So we get the clouds first, some breezy conditions this afternoon, 10 to 20 miles per hour out of the southwest. Some rain possible overnight, likely to see better rain chances tomorrow. Crystal?
On to new news for you this morning. Former Massachusetts Governor Republican Bill Weld is officially running for president in 2020. Weld is the first Republican to challenge President Trump. Back in 2016, he was former New Mexico Governor Gary Johnson's running mate as Johnson ran for president. So far, 18 Democrats have announced a campaign.
Thanks to hours of intense firefighting, the Notre Dame Cathedral in Paris still stands. 12 hours after it started, the fire that engulfed the Notre Dame Cathedral in Paris is finally out this morning. The blaze started yesterday while the spire and the oak wood roof were destroyed. The 2 bell towers in the front facade were saved.
On to new news for you this morning. School board members meeting today up in Santa Fe about the state's new budget. The district is trying to fix the wrong when a judge ruled last year the state is not meeting its responsibilities for some students. According to the New Mexican, lawmakers and the governor recently approved an extra $480 million for education. Some board members say it's not enough.
Well, the results are in. APS sent out a survey asking parents their thoughts on adding 10 extra days to the school year. An overwhelming 75% voted to keep things the way they are right now. The results show that parents of students at low-performing schools, which already have a longer school year, are okay with more days.
Happening today, fire officials are planning on conducting a prescribed burn in the Santa Fe National Forest. This will be near the Santa Fe watershed. Officials say it's part of an effort to prepare for the upcoming fire season, as well as contribute to overall forest health. They're saying if you see smoke, don't be alarmed.
Lawmakers in Washington right now are considering requests from Native American leaders in New Mexico on oil and gas restrictions. Now, yesterday, those leaders, like Congresswoman Deb Haaland, testified asking federal lawmakers to create a 10-mile buffer around Chaco Culture National Historic Park. Now, this restriction request is a way to protect the area from oil and natural gas drilling.
A new movie filming in New Mexico. The project called the Manson Brothers Zombie Massacre is about 2 masked professional wrestling villains looking to make it big in the wrestling circuit. The production will begin shooting this month up in Santa Fe and in Espanola.
Happening today, Congressman Ben Ray Lujan is set to receive his first endorsement for U.S. Senate. The endorsement is set to come from the New Mexico Professional Firefighters Association. Now, Representative Lujan is scheduled to be in Albuquerque today with the association for that official announcement.
Some changes coming to the New Mexico United games. The gates will be opening up earlier to Isotopes Park. Here's why. More than 12,000 fans packed Topes Park to watch Saturday's game. Fans showing up right before kickoff, though, had to wait in long lines to funnel through one entrance.
Students at C&M's Rio Rancho campus are being trained by electrical linemen in a special 15-week program. Now, the program hopes to train the next generation of linemen. And of course, an electrical lineman is the one who turns your lights back on when the power goes out. Now, with most existing linemen just 5 years from retirement, C&M says the new program aims to fill that void. Looking ahead for you, a historic 121-year-old hotel in Las Vegas, New Mexico is set to reopen this June. La Castañeda Hotel has sat vacant for 70 years, but thanks to new owners, the historic hotel is restored and ready to open for guests. The Castañeda renovations include a new bar, restaurant, and 13 themed rooms.
Time now for a check on traffic. Just a reminder, we've got 6th Street closed between I-40 and Mountain due to police activity. Same thing, I-40 eastbound frontage road closed at 4th Street. Also getting reports of animals on the roadway. I-25 southbound at Big I. Be sure to use caution in that area.
Today, the Lobos heading back onto the diamond to take on rivals New Mexico State. The teams are back on the mound today at 6 p.m. at Santa Ana Starfield. Lobos have lost 5 straight times to the Aggies. They're hoping to put an end to that.
We are taking you back 31 years ago on this day in 1988. The Gallup Airport picked up over 2¼ inches of rain. A lot of rain there. That was the highest one-day total on record for that location. We take you now to the 5 facts.
5 here this morning. Clovis 5th grade teacher Roxanne Mitchell is one of this year's recipients of the Golden Apple Award. Mitchell's grandmother, 2 aunts, and an uncle were all teachers. Mitchell plans to use the Golden Apple Award scholarship money to host a whole brain teaching conference.
At number 4 this morning, APS schools are left waiting to see if they will see a longer school year. The recent survey sent out by APS asked parents about adding 10 extra school days to the school year, and 75% voted to keep things the way they are.
At number 3, looking at warm temperatures today in the 70s, but increasing cloud cover, increasing wind. Likely to see some spotty showers out west this afternoon and evening. More to come overnight into Wednesday.
At number 2 this morning, breaking overnight, Albuquerque City Councilors passed an amended version of an ordinance limiting single-use plastics here in Albuquerque. Now, the ordinance passing with a 5-3 vote, banning businesses from giving customers single-use plastic bags. It will go into effect January 1st.
Number 1, now we're following more breaking news for you this morning. 7 families without a home this morning after a massive apartment fire near Eubank and Montgomery at the Sierra Meadows apartment complex erupted. New video in this morning showing crews tackling that huge blaze. Officials say the fire sparked around 2 o'clock this morning. There are at least 5 people recovering from injuries this morning. No word as to how serious the injuries are, but as we mentioned, Red Cross is on scene trying to help those families out.